Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Ward, and I'm super excited, as always, to be hanging out with you. I'm feeling really happy. I'm not gonna lie. It's currently sunset time, and I just feel really relaxed, really chill. So if you're listening to this, if you're going for a walk, or if you're laying on your couch, or if you're in your car, let's hang out, let's chill out, and yeah, let's get this episode started. So, I'm not too sure if you've experienced fake people or if you're currently in a situation where you're kind of forced to be around a fake person and it's really uncomfortable and you're not sure really how to deal with it. And I feel like it's really, I don't know, I just feel like it sucks that people in life are fake and mean-spirited and don't have good intentions, because I feel like it's not that hard to be a good person. It's not that hard to be a genuine human being who's nice and who can actually be someone that you can trust. So I have met many really amazing people in life, and I'm so grateful for those experiences. And then I've also met some really mean-spirited people too. And it's obviously disappointing when you don't vibe with everyone, but not everyone is meant to be your friend or in your life on a personal level. And it's important to figure out how to navigate dealing with fake people. In this week's episode, I wanted to speak about a few of my experiences and also give you some helpful tips on how to actually deal with fake people in life. So, fake people aren't just necessarily only friends. They could be a family member, a partner, a work colleague, or even your boss. And it's really not fun when you have to be in the same environment as someone who you feel just isn't a good person. So, how do you actually deal with it? Well, I looked up what a fake person is, and it basically said on Google that a fake person typically refers to someone who is insincere or deceitful in their actions, words, or overall persona. And this can manifest in various ways, such as pretending to be someone they're not, lying about their feelings or intentions, or putting on a facade to manipulate others. So fake people often prioritize their own interests over genuine connections with others and may lack authenticity in their interactions. So let me give you a little backstory here, because I could speak about various situations when I've been around a fake person or had to deal with a fake person, but I feel like this episode would be about 4 hours long. So I definitely highlighted two scenarios that I feel is important and kind of a really good learning curve for me. So I used to be a very trusting person. If I felt like you are a genuine person that I can trust, I would open up to you and ask for advice about a situation or help on how to actually navigate a situation, because I feel like that's how you connect with other people, right? When you're actually able to be vulnerable, when you're able to share with them your own experiences or things that you're going through, and you kind of reach out for some help because you feel like you can trust them. And I shared my personal experiences and thoughts about a tough situation I was in with someone who I felt was very warm, understanding, caring, and kind, and who I was really close with. And what happened eventually was that they completely betrayed me. They shared everything I told them in confidence, and then also went and created other false narratives in order to paint me as a really bad person. And this whole experience was in my very, very early 20s, when I feel like a lot of growth happens, because I definitely learned a lot. But anyways, that whole experience was so hurtful. It was shocking. It was isolating. And it almost reaffirmed to myself that yes, I am a shitty person. They are right. Everything is my fault. I created this. And this moment was such an eye-opening experience for me, because it actually helped me grow so much. It didn't feel like that in the moment, obviously, but it was such a major turning point in my life, because it showed me that not everyone deserves your vulnerability. Not everyone deserves your trust. And not everyone is a genuine person. And I kind of needed to learn that lesson, because I was so open and I was so trusting, and I was this like people pleaser that just wanted to be liked, and I wanted to connect with people. And sometimes you just connect with the wrong people. It really helped me to navigate it so much better from a totally different perspective. So I feel like that first layer of having thick skin started slowly developing. And I was such a trusting, happy-go-lucky person before that. And I kept making the same mistakes by trusting the wrong people and constantly getting hurt in the process, that I needed to learn to not trust absolutely everyone, because not everyone is genuine or has good intentions. So even though at that time it felt like my world was ending, I felt so hurt, I'm actually grateful for that experience. I've also had experiences in professional environments where people make up rumors about you, they talk behind your back but are super nice in your face. And I've built up such a tolerance to it now that I don't put my energy into someone if I feel like they aren't worthy or a good person. And when you are around fake people, it becomes draining to deal with. It makes you want to confront them about everything they've said about you. It makes you angry. It makes you upset. It ruins your whole vibe. But the biggest thing to understand is that not everyone deserves a reaction. Not everyone deserves your energy. And sometimes ignoring things is the greatest path to inner peace, because you know who you are. And people are always going to have an opinion about you and your life. And people also project a lot if they are unhappy with themselves. So I feel like just focusing on yourself and focusing on building a strong mindset in order to deal with a lot of absolute nonsense in life and negative people, it will benefit your life in so many ways. So another situation that happened not too long ago was that I was forming a friendship with this guy, and I thought he was really cool, really nice, but then a few red flags started showing, where he tried making me jealous, first of all, with one of my really good friends, which we both found extremely weird. I call it a red flag. Then, when we would see each other and he would constantly be telling me things about other people, another red flag, because I thought, hey, if he is so easily telling me something personal about someone else, wouldn't he tell someone else about anything I would share with him? So just being aware of how people are, what they say, how they treat other people, it speaks volumes about whether you actually want that person in your life. It speaks volumes about their character. And I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's not. I just feel like I wouldn't want people in my life that aren't loyal and that I fully feel that I can trust. And there was way too many red flags that for me, it's just not worth my time. So learn from various experiences that you have with people, and also look at your own circle of friends and see if it's the same vibe. Because trust me, there are people out there with zero good intentions. So it's important to really protect your energy. And I was speaking with one of my girlfriends the other day about a situation that happened with her where someone shared something extremely personal with like a total stranger, or someone that wasn't even, like they didn't even need to know that piece of information. And the fact that that person felt the need to do that, that's another red flag. Because you want people in your circle that you can trust, that you can confide in. And, you know, life is meant to be enjoyed. Like, you want to be around good people that actually make you happy, make you feel good about yourself. Not people that constantly drain your energy and people that are just constantly projecting and being mean. Like, it's just not fun, guys. So I wanted to speak about helpful ways on actually how to deal with fake people. So the first one is establish clear boundaries with the person to protect yourself from their behavior. Limit your interactions with them. If you hear a rumor about yourself, identify whether it's worth having a conversation with the person or if it's something you would rather just ignore and let go. Because if something is obviously damaging towards you as a person or your reputation, then of course it's something to debunk and address. However, if something isn't, try your best to ignore it and choose to not engage with this person as much as you can, because it literally only gives them the power over you by getting a reaction out of you. So sometimes the best thing is literally to show how unbothered you are. And when you are genuinely happy in life and genuinely happy with yourself, it only makes those types of people more annoyed. And you get people that are so petty and they go out of their way to like make your life so miserable. And I feel like it's so unnecessary, it's so counterproductive. And like if they choose to spend their energy on that, then like good for them. But as you, like, you don't want to be constantly surrounding yourself by that type of energy. And sometimes maybe you have to be around that person, which is unfortunate. But it's all about just, showing some grace, showing how unbothered you are. And when you feel like it's necessary to speak up for yourself, definitely do it. The next thing is surround yourself with your close circle of friends or family who can provide emotional validation, good advice, encouragement, and some perspective when it comes to navigating dealing with fake people. We are human, we have emotions, and sometimes we just aren't sure how to deal with negative people. And it ends up affecting our mental health, or we start to believe the things that we hear about ourselves, and it puts us in a really bad headspace. So when you have people in your life who know who you are, who are trustworthy, and who have good intentions, they can be such a great support through a challenging time, or providing you with some form of perspective when dealing with someone really negative. The next thing is, instead of dwelling on the negativity created by fake people, invest your energy in self-improvement. Invest in your personal growth. And when it comes to any hard situation in life, sometimes all you have is your own mindset to get you through it. And the things that build a strong mindset are, of course, the wisdom we gain from our past experiences. Working out helps improve our mental health. Reading good books, consuming positive content, positive affirmations, nourishing our bodies with good food, and basically practicing good wellness. Well, focus on your own personal journey of growth and strengthening your own mind instead of fixating on negative things or people that can only drain your energy. Something that really snaps me out of situations when I'm dealing with insincere people is simply focusing on my own goals. So if I know I have videos and content to film and edit, I know I have a business I need to do research for, I know I have another chapter of a book to write, and I know what I want to achieve. So I'm going to rather focus on that. I'm not going to let this person win by consuming my entire headspace or ruining my whole day or just spoiling my whole vibe. Like, I'm not going to give those types of people like my energy. So what I would advise is put on your favorite music that makes you feel good and get back on track with your goals. Get back on track on your bigger vision for your life, on actually enjoying the small moments of your life and appreciating it for what it is, and focusing on surrounding yourself with good people that actually make you happy. And if you have to be around someone for like a certain time frame of a day, just try and buckle through it, push through it, put on a smile. And like that movie Madagascar with those little penguins, when they're like, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave, like literally do that. Like, don't even give them your energy. And I feel like it's very important that you understand that dealing with fake people, it can be draining. So it's essential to prioritize your own health and happiness above all else. Make sure that you focus on the things that you can control, because you can't control someone else's behavior. All you can control is how you choose to react to it and deal with the situation. And sometimes, taking the high road and not letting everything affect you is the only way to protect your own mental well-being and actually enjoy your life. So don't let anyone affect you to a point where you have given away all of your power. You have the control and you are capable of overcoming absolutely everything. So don't give your power away so easily. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Definitely let me know your comments, pop me a DM, do all of the good things. Also, check out my book, Bright Days Ahead. It is available on Amazon. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, I upload every week. It's really fun. And I love hanging out with you guys. So definitely do that. I will see you guys next week. New episodes every Wednesday. And have an awesome week, guys. Don't let anyone get you down. Like, you got this. Enjoy your life. I love you, and ciao.